Alright. The hell did we hit besides us? Oh, and food. Oh, I think that's the bug backpack. I was going to do the seeds, but we might as well take advantage of this. Let's see if we can put a bunny up here. So all of them are full. Might go ahead and make one more. Getting all kinds of weird noise again. I'll be back. Oh, that's right. You lose the... Damn it. Oh, well. I didn't even think about losing the glowy effect if you... I got a lot to learn about WX. Losing the glowy effect if you leave the game. Now, what Wiki says about that is it lasts about a day. Alright, there's no reason to show me doing this nonsense. I'll be back. Okay, we have hounds.
Should have made a firebox. Yes, something is definitely coming. However, I've got a bunch of loose spiders over here I'd like to get rid of anyway. There they are. I got all these warriors running around.
May have to help the spiders, oddly enough. I've had a couple of comments lately from people thanking me for helping. They mentioned that they weren't able to get past day, 20 or whatever. And from watching videos, specifically one of the most recent came from watching WX, they can. So I think I'll go ahead and, I was going to kind of blow off some of the basics, but let's not. What I was trying to do earlier was get the Krampus backpack. There's a piggyback pack you can make, but it slows you down because to me, being used to using the walking stick in games, it feels like he's moving through thick mud. And with that piggyback pack, it's just awful. Now you can make a walking stick that speeds you up 25% by if you get the right drop from McTusk, which is the walrus tusk. And let's see. I don't want to say. Shoot, was it survival or? All right, there it is. But it's 2 gold, the walrus tusk, and it's not an every time type drop, and 4 sticks. Now, by the time you're killing McTusk, the gold probably not much of an issue. And if you look up McTusk, I keep spelling him M-C-T-U-S-K, and it's M-A-C. And Wiki will tell you there's no listing if you spell M-C. So it's Mac, M-A-C, like Big Mac. All right, it lists the Tusk is a 50% drop, and the TAM is 25. Now, the problem with that is, like, I killed 5 of them and never got the TAM, and eventually wound up killing 15, and I think my game was bugged and never got it. So, you know, 50%, you think, well, if I kill 2, I'll surely get the Tusk, and maybe, maybe not. Although 50% is a pretty good chance, and 25% should have been. There's no way that should have run up to 15 tries. But anyway, with the walking stick and the piggyback pack, you kind of come out to about even on your speed, and you have, I don't know, I think it's 4 extra slots. So the problem is the piggyback pack is kind of expensive, especially since it slows you down so horribly. So you could theoretically, yeah, it reduces walking speed by 20% and has 12 inventory slots. And it's 4 piggy butts, 6 silk, and 2 rope. And to me, it's expensive in the early game, because 4 piggy butts is, you know, that's a whole pig house that you could be actually harvesting more piggy butts from. But the speed thing is like, gosh, I feel like I'm walking through mud. I don't want to slow down 20%. And then you've got to get the McTusk thing. I would have gone after that if I didn't have this screwy map I'm on. Oops, I was on the map. See, I am here, and McTusk is here. You will notice there is a ocean between us, one might say. Now, there's another one up here somewhere. But anyway, I would have had to go all the way around up there in this first winter. And it just, I'm quite certain I could have done it, but the trade-off, I was willing to wait. The Krampus sack is magically light. It doesn't take up any, there's no weight to it, and it has more slots even than the piggyback pack. And it's a 1% drop. Now, I've played over 700 hours. I have never had it drop, never, in over 700 hours. And what people do is they wait till Krampus comes, and then they hit, they save, and then you hit Alt F4, or I'm in window, and I just hit the little X up in my corner and dump the game. Well, you don't, you save and then you kill him, and if it drops, then you're golden. If it does not drop, then you dump the game, restart it, kill him. If it doesn't drop, Alt F4, or however you want to dump the game, etc., etc. And it's an exploit. It's cheating. And there's a lot of people that have been in the game for a while that are just Lua coding it in, because I've known people that got it on the first try, got it on the third try, got it under 20 tries, and I know somebody that took 740 tries. And I've known him for almost the year I've been playing, and I absolutely believe he really did that. I wouldn't have, but he did. And I know more than a few that have gone 200 and 200 plus. So that was what I was trying to do with the Krampus sack, and that's what I mean, that if I don't get it, I'll probably go ahead and Lua code it in at like day 100 or 150. I do feel that I ought to make legitimate tries to get it. And you see our beefalo has moved into the house, so I'm carrying the beefalo hat. Okay. Now, what we're doing now has nothing to do with that, except you get Krampus by killing things. It's the best thing to do is to look up Krampus in Wiki. There is a chart. From 30 to 50 points, you get Krampus, and usually it's on the low end of that. Crows, bunnies, and like I said, if you know all this, you skip forward. Like I said, I'm getting comments that it's helping some of the new people, and I think that's great. Okay, crows, bunnies, 1 point. Redbirds, snowbirds, 2 points. So 30 crows or 30 bunnies or 15 snowbirds, and that's a rather remarkable difference, and that's why WX wound up with him in the winter. Let me go ahead and take a quick look at that, as long as I'm being, once I've bored you, I might as well just bore the SHIT out of you. So all right, I'm not going to read, well, we could read all these. It won't take a minute. Crow, 1 point. Butterfly, 1 point. Bee, 1 point. Now, the idea here was it was naughty to kill innocent animals, so monsters do not count. Somebody asked me recently, if you hire pigs to kill tall birds, does that count? No. Fire does not count. Anything that is not you directly killing, and there may be some weird exceptions, so don't give me a hard time. But anyway, basically it is you directly killing something. Rabbits and beardlings, 1 point. Tall bird, 2. Redbirds, snowbirds, 2. Pigs are 3. Beefaloes are 4. Small bird or smallish bird, that's a just hatched tall bird, 6 points. And baby beefalo are 6 points. And they got the top numbers, I think, because they were being cute with, it's evil to kill baby animals. So, but anyway, 30 to 50 points. After, it used to be after 100 days, you almost always got 2 Krampuses, and then there was something else. But they've said, Wiki said for a long time you could get 3, and I've killed him using the exploit. I've killed him, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, maybe 1,000 times, 800, maybe 1,000 times. And I've never gotten 3, but I'm not saying that's impossible. If you aggro him, he will fight you, but I highly recommend armor. He can kill the crap out of an unarmored player. And I might go ahead and get the pan flute. I hate to use it, but what the hell else is it for? But what we're doing now, but I'm going to kill a ton of bunnies, so we'll probably get Krampus once or twice. Now, theoretically, the pigs are going to kill him for us, and I need food. But it doesn't always work that way. He'll steal a trap. One of the times I killed him 100 times, there was a turd on the screen, and out of the 100 times, he probably stole that turd about 30 times. And he can steal, see that backpack? He can steal that entire backpack. And every now and then he hits a mode where he jumps up in the air and he jumps in his own sack and disappears, and all your stuff's gone. Usually he'll keep coming back, but he's got the gobbler's avoidance mechanism, more or less. So he's kind of hard to corner, but if you aggro him, like with a boomerang or any kind of dart, I think darts work to aggro him, he'll fight you just straight up. And you can use ice staffs or sleeping or any of that kind of happy stuff. Now, what we have to be is to where we see beardlings here. And what I'm trying to do, WX obviously has no beard. So, if we kill beardlings, we get beard hair, monster meat, which is kind of irrelevant, but it'll help us out. And nightmare fuel. We need nightmare fuel for the next science machine and most of the magic items, many of the magic items. So we're on a quest to go insane, kill beardlings, and because of that, we're going to get Krampus and get a bunch of, beard hair. Well, hopefully a bunch of beard hair, but definitely a bunch of nightmare fuel. So anyway, that's the whole plan. Now I may not have pigs. Now see, all this time that's been too far away. You can heal pigs. Okay, piggy, you owe me. I'm gonna take it out of your piggy ass. There's a lot of ways to go insane. Some people suggest every time I do it, somebody says I should use a nightmare light. And actually, that's not a bad idea for over here. There's a nightmare amulet, but none of those options are available to us at this point because we don't have the nightmare fuel. So, kind of a chicken or the egg thing. So what I've been doing is just letting his sanity run down. I think it might be fairly close. Now on Wiki you can look up, see, that's one reason that I keep doing new characters and starting new games, is I'm not a big, look at Wiki and read for an hour and then start a game. See, he's starting to fall off with the night, and you'll see those turn into beardlings when I get crazy enough for them to be beardlings, in a word. Oh, but anyway, if you look up sanity, it has all about the hallucinations, the music box hands that come and reach for your fire, all that neat stuff.
Also, be leery of two things. Number one, some LPers aren't very familiar with the game, and they'll make mistakes in their gameplay. I have made mistakes in my gameplay, and I try to amend whatever video I've made a mistake in and put something in the description or an annotation to let you know I've made an error about information. Some people don't do that. Or they don't ever realize they've made an error. So be wary of that. And also, there's a million old videos on Don't Starve now. It's reached that point. And because of updates and the game launch, things have changed. So, oh shoot, I shouldn't be by the fire. If you stand in the dark, you'll go crazy faster, but you don't want to be out here far enough for, what's her name? Shit, I wanted to say Mary, but it's Charlie. I'm probably thinking about something about Mary. Armor does work on Charlie. But she hits a ton. If you don't know, Charlie is the night monster. It's, there you go. Now we're crazy enough. Now, you don't really want to go over that line. By much, anyway. So, 80. So, we can start the killing process. It should take a little while for Krampus to show his dumbass up. I think... Oh, shoot. I can't save and quit there, can I? I think that I've got stuff turned off.
I thought sure there was something about... Oh, okay, this is it. There was something else that was in here. Oh, your controls are in here. If you want to change your controls, this is where your controls are. Because attack is F, and if that's not the key you normally play it on, feel free to change it. The game's yours. So we're killing beardlings, and we will... Alright, there you get all that. Now, I have been asked by people to turn that stuff off for obvious reasons. I assume the reasons are obvious. For obvious reasons. It gives me just a hell of a headache after a while, so... Alright, if you want to put a backpack down where you want it, instead of it just flipping up in the air, put your armor on, it'll do that. So I've got a slot for beardlings, nightmare fuel, and whatever, monster meat. So all we're doing is we're murdering beardlings. Well, I want those on this side of the village, although that's no big deal. Now, all these have to go back to the other side, and I'm horrible about getting that done. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this distortion off. Like I said, it gives me a headache after a while. And sometimes I have kind of a chronic headache from the crap I have to take, so... If there's something you'd like to see done or explained, I've got mixed feelings about done, but certainly explained. I'm more than willing to do it. done. Oh shit, I got 2 sane. How the hell did my sanity go up? Oh, I was near the pig. Your sanity goes up around pigs. You used to be able to eat a flower and lose sanity. Or were we 89? Well, picking one though makes you sane, so I'm kind of screwed on that. That should have done it. There they are. Sometimes you have to wait them. Oops. Oh, that was a beardling. Oh, okay. You take a hit on your hit points and a big hit on sanity when you gobble up monster meat, especially raw, so I'm not saying you ought to do that. I don't have any damn patience though, and I'd like to go ahead and roll this out. Alright, you should be hearing Krampus in the background. Let me turn that up. That's Krampus.